Hello, Leo, and welcome to your November new moon reading in the sign of Scorpio. My name is Jennifer with Aquamood. For those of you that are new, just as a reminder that these readings are good from new moon to new moon sign. So these are energies that are going to be transpiring over a full lunar cycle, which is approximately a month long. And also as a reminder, I've already pre-shuffled and meditated with all the decks so that we can get started right away. And also, if you find that this reading resonates with you, check out the collective energy clearing that I do at the end of all the readings every month. All right, Leo. At the center of your reading, you have iceberg submerged. Conscious energies, you have mountain strength. Subconscious energies, you have new beginnings. Required for resolution is vulnerability. And outcome is nurturing. All right, Leo. So the situation that you are in right now is just the tip of the iceberg. There is so much more that you need to understand. There is so much more that needs to unfold. There's so much more that you need to dig up. So your perspective on things might be a little bit skewed because you're only at the surface of it. You're only seeing the top part of a situation. You haven't gotten down to the full depths or have the full scope of what it is that you're really dealing with at this time. On a conscious level, you have strength, and so this might be requiring you to be strong, emotionally strong, hold your own, hold your ground, hold your balance. And this is already something you know, right? With Leos already know that they're strong. What I don't like about this card sometimes, it's like, well, what is it that you're going through that is requiring you to be strong right now? And we'll get back to this card as well. But you're being pushed to a new beginning. You're being pushed to a new dawn. You're being pushed to a different chapter. You're being pushed to just the light, to seeing things from a different perspective. Just a whole different phase I'm getting. Which brings me back to the vulnerability. You're being pushed to become more vulnerable. You're being pushed to really understand or redefine what strength means for you. Like being able to stand very open, very raw, unguarded, unprotected. That's where it takes real strength, right? Being able to still be gentle, being able to still be open to seeing things from a different perspective. That's where you're kind of being pushed to. And on the other side of this, it makes you just so much more whole, so much more connected to yourself, so much more grounded. It opens you up to being able to nurture yourself in a new way and being able to even nurture and show up for others in a new way. This is a very personal lesson I'm getting for you, Leo. So let's pull some tarot to get clarity on all these energies. At the center of your reading, you have Four of Cups as being released and Queen of Cups coming up for you. So, as Four of Cups being released energy, this is talking about areas in your life where you're feeling discontent, areas in your life where you're feeling disappointed, areas in your life where you're feeling disillusioned. And it's almost like you've been so caught up in the areas that aren't working out for you, that aren't panning out, that are broken or that need fixing, that it's not allowing you to look towards the future, or it's not allowing you to even enjoy what you do have at this time. And this is energy that is looking to be cleansed, cleared, and released, because what is surfacing is a Queen of Cups energy. And this is a very intuitive energy. It is creative. It is also loving and nurturing. So fire signs can be very spontaneous and go-getters and doers and make it happen type of energy. But what about the part of you that manifests? What about the part of you that draws, that attracts, that magnetizes things to them? And this is a different energy that you're being asked to be in. It's intuitive, it's creative, again, it's psychic for some of you. Connecting to all these energies and letting these energies come up as some of these iceberg energies melt, right? It's like that watery part. I'm also getting the vision of like parts of your heart melting, right? And from that you get the wisdom and the understanding. On a conscious level for Mountain, you have releasing a Five of Wands, and coming up for you is Nine of Wands. So this is again an energy of struggle, an energy of fighting, an energy of forcing, an energy of pushback. So where in these energies, or where in these, what areas in your life, I should say, have you been experiencing this type of energy? For some of you, it might be very internal. Some of you guys might be fighting yourselves. Again, this is energy looking to be released. And you have Nine of Wands coming up for you. And again, this is you can do it. You have the strength to do it. It's not like you're not gonna do it or get through this. It just feels like you might be taking a little bit of a toll, like you're tired, having to hang in, having to push through, having to keep going, to let go of these parts that are no longer serving you. Being released is Ace of Cups. Coming up for you is Two of Wands. So some of you guys might be releasing a new beginning when it comes to love. So when we're looking at this new beginning, I'm getting it's not romantic beginning. It's Two of Wands beginning. It is very much centered around you. It's very much centered around you starting to paint the broad strokes that you want for your life. You getting clear on what it is you want to manifest for yourself, independent of this love beginning. Not that it's not coming, but for this lunar cycle, you're being asked to energize other areas of your life. What would they look like ideally? What would you want it to be like? Releasing Page of Swords. Coming up for you is the World. Yeah, we are releasing maybe areas where you still might be lacking clarity. areas where there's just lack of truth or lack of sincerity, either within yourself or within a certain situation. For some of you, this is also letting go of operating from a logical space, of operating always from your thinking mind, or letting your thoughts run away from you. This could also be letting go of old ways of being, maybe lingering traits of immaturity that you're still holding on to, that is preventing you from truly finding your strength. You have the world coming up, and you are basically ready to master this lesson. You are ready to be done. You are ready to close out this cycle. You are ready to find completion, resolution, understanding, so that you can move on to creating the new beginnings that you seek. It's coming. I'm like, it's almost there. Releasing Queen of Swords. Coming up for you is Five of Swords. So I'm getting that this Queen of Swords energy that is being released is more of a personality trait, kind of in support of this Page of Swords. I'm getting like you're almost there. This is just like the last lingering bits of it. Any parts of you that might have been too rigid or too harsh or too critical, any parts of you that would have blocked or overshadowed this part of you, the intuitive, the creative, the flowing, the allowing, non-controlling part of you, right? This is the personality part. It's a very internal lesson I'm getting for you, Leo. And so you have Five of Swords coming up. And so this is talking about having to use discernment during this cycle, having to kind of decide between pushing back or not engaging. And we'll pull more cards on this. All right, so we're gonna pull another layer of tarot to get clarity on all of these energies. So for this part of the reading, I like to look at the energies that we're releasing, and then I look at the energies that are coming up for you. So at the center of your reading, you are letting go or releasing Princess of Summer. And then this is again, I'm getting just connected to this Ace of Cups energy. And it's not more like a releasing, it's more like there's a delaying part on any like emotional connections that you've been trying to manifest. You have Queen of Summer, which is Queen of Cups coming up for you. And I'm going to read this part to you. And it says, listen to your heart, intuitive insights you can trust, taking care of others, perhaps too much. So in this space, we are looking at the shadow side of Queen of Cups. I do see Queen of Cups as maternal lineage wounds. Some of you guys might be working out wounds or difficult parts with your own mother, or wounds that you might be trying to alchemize that you picked up from her, or just that side of your family. This could just be, if it's not that specific, this just could be talking to the level of emotion, the level of heaviness that you've been trying to clear out. So what's asking you to be strong is that heavy energy that you've been clearing, wounds that you've been clearing, not being able to listen to your own hearts, not being able to trust your own intuition, because it is talking about caring for others too much. This could also be looking at where you've been overgiving, where you haven't been prioritizing yourself. And so that's why it's showing up under this strength card of like, yes, this is a very difficult energy to transmute, but you're almost there. You're ready to let it go. You're ready to alchemize this Queen of Cups energy and live in the light side of it. Releasing Prince of Winter. And this is again, I think it's the same card. Prince of Swords. And again, it's letting go of operating from that like intellectual, impulsive side, letting go of that need to force anything, maybe letting go of impatience for some of you. There's no need like to operate through this space or with this energy at this time. Like no forcing any new beginnings. You have awakening coming up for you, and I'm going to read it. It says, change the way you're looking at the situation. Embrace your uniqueness. A temporary pause in action. So if there is any need to slow down, allow it, take it for yourself, allow it to make space to nurture yourself, to allow the spaciousness of you to kind of anchor in so that you can alchemize these energies. I'm also getting you're not going to be stuck here for long. It's like you're almost there because it's in the release position. So coming out of any delays will start to happen for you. You have the Empress, and it says time to take action, the power of creativity, success that allows for a life of luxury. So I feel like you have been blocked off from this energy. You've been blocked off from taking further steps, maybe even blocked off again from your creativity, blocked off from being able to embody the fullness and richness and magic of who you are, but again, not for long. You have Prince of Autumn coming up for you. And so it says, cautious but wise action, meticulous attention to details, and kindness through others. So this to me is talking about slow and steady progress. The words of here say dependable, protective, chivalrous, humorous. So this to me is coming more as supportive energy that you can tap into, anchoring into the dependability and protective energy of, let's say, a mountain, right? Still maintaining your humor, still not letting go of your joy, and a slow and steady pace. Because again, you're only seeing the tip of an iceberg. You have Two of Summer coming up for you, which is Two of Cups. And so I'm going to read the last parts of it. And it says forgiveness and the resolution of a problem. Don't give up. Your relationship can be healed. And so, again, whatever this difficult situation that you've been working to alchemize, it's coming here as a reminder that you're almost there. You can work through it. But most importantly, this is talking about healing and balance within yourself, balancing of both the male and female energies within you to find that wholeness. But it can be a little bit messy while you're moving through these energies or understanding the lessons. You have Seven of Winter coming up for you, and I'm going to read it. There is a better choice, not seeing things clearly, running away from the truth. So this is again asking you, or I'm interpreting this as no need to rush, no need to settle, no need to force things at this time until you have a very clear understanding, right? That's why you have this Two of Wands coming up for you, so that you can be very clear on your visions of what you want, of what you're trying to manifest. And maybe what you're trying to manifest right now isn't quite big enough, or you haven't even thought of it maybe. So this is again allowing space for you to see things clearly, maybe not wanting to look away from certain situations as these iceberg, or as the iceberg starts to melt, or as you start to understand things better. Now, and you have an Ace of Autumn coming up for you. And this says a windfall of money, advice, or assistance from others, a very successful project, a happy change in your career. So these changes that are happening for you are pushing you towards this new beginning, possibly a new beginning in career, possibly more financial abundance, success on a project that you've already started, right? So as you close the chapter on this whole situation, it starts to create pathways, or the ability to tap into this Ace of Autumn. And you have a Four of Winter card coming up for you, and I'm going to read it for you as well. It says, set aside your concerns for now. You can make a decision later. Solutions that come from meditation, the need for more sleep, or a vacation. So again, this Four of Swords, or Four of Winter, it's a very spiritual card as well. It does ask you to meditate, to take time out, to rest, to nurture yourself, to care for yourself. But to ask spirit or your spirit guides to hold you when you need that time. It's a reminder to fill your own cup. So being able to do this with much more ease and much more regularly, so that you are more whole and full and nurtured and feeling like you're cared for by your own doing. So I'm gonna pull one chakra card to close out your reading. You have Malachite, which is a heart chakra stone, and it says divine feminine healing and protection. Malachite is the divine feminine stone of protection and healing, which has been used for thousands of years to stimulate life force energy and to absorb pollutants from the atmosphere, aura, and body. You have pulled this card because you are in need of a health power boost. Meditate with Malachite for feminine healing, protection while traveling, and overall well-being. And so this is more heart healing messages coming through, and I feel like it has to do with this mom, female energy, just all the wounds of what it means to be a divine feminine and divine femininity that you've been working to alchemize, transmute. Again, this is a very big lesson for you guys, and we do have mother energy on the other side as well, right? anchoring back into what that means, even transforming the meanings of mother for you and what it is or feels like to be at home. All right, Leos, this is I'm like, it's a very deep lesson, but you have the strength to work through it through this cycle. And I'm like, and there's a money prize on the other side of this. All right, I'm gonna leave it right there. Hope these messages were helpful to you. Have a wonderful lunar cycle. See you at the next new moon.